Hey everyone, we're getting ready to head on a road trip. Why don't you come along? This will be fun. Hey everybody, this morning we are in Muskogee, Oklahoma, and today we are at the Muskogee War Memorial Park, and we are with Johnny Childress. And Johnny's going to tell us a little bit about the history of the park, and we've got a little surprise for you. So Johnny, how did the park start? And tell us a little bit about that, kind of the history.
So the park actually, it came about because we had a submarine and we needed a way to display it. So these submarine veterans got together and wanted to put up memorials in every state. And ours is actually to the USS Shark. It's actually right behind the camera over there.
Okay.
And to bring people to these memorials, they needed attractions. And these guys were inspired by the guys in Alabama. There's a submarine in Alabama that attracts people to their park. So they went about basically asking the Navy for a submarine, and the Navy said no. But through some dealings with the state government, we were actually able to technically steal this submarine from the Navy. It wasn't paid for until 14 years later. But anyway, they got a hold of a submarine and brought it up to McClellan Curve. So over there is actually the Arkansas River.
Okay.
And back in the 60s, they dug it out to make barges portable. So they bring barges up and down our rivers, and we actually have the farthest inland ports. We used to have the farthest inland ports in the world here in Muskogee and Catoosa. But anyway, they brought up the submarine. It's supposed to go to Catoosa. They didn't have the space, so the next biggest place on the river is Muskogee. They brought it here, and they just kind of sat it in the river. And they decided that is no way to display this famous submarine. So they went about getting this land ready. They dug out a trench. The Army Corps of Engineers raised the river. They floated it into place. They filled the back end with dirt and then let the water recede. And the park was slowly built up around that. What was called the Oklahoma Maritime Advisory Board.
Okay.
And their job was to advise the governor of the state on all things maritime. And we don't have a coast in Oklahoma, so it was kind of like a joke. And the governor didn't want anything to do with the project really. But they went ahead and went to the Navy and said, hey, this is our official title. We officially work for the state. Can you give us a submarine? And the Navy said, oh, you work for the state. Well, here are the submarines that are available, and take your pick. And they did this without Oklahoma really knowing. And then later on, the idea caught on, and local senators helped write a bill that got the boat here.
Yeah. But
But even after that support was given, the state didn't pay for the boat until like 1984.
Okay.
And it got here in the 70s.
So you said it's a fairly historic
Yes,
submarine. Sounds like it's got a little history. Can you tell us about that?
So it's actually, it's in the submarine world is very famous.
Okay.
It holds a world record. It has a presidential unit citation. It has battle stars. It is a very famous boat because back in 1945, February of 1945, they ran into three Japanese submarines off the coast of the Philippines. And submarines don't fight each other. They can't see each other.
Yeah.
So typically they actually run away. But the Batfish had just been given some new sonar technology, and the technicians that installed it were on the boat at the time, and it is believed that is why they were so successful in fighting these Japanese submarines. They sunk 3 of them in 76 hours. So
oh wow,
it's just never been done. There's a rumored 4th, but there's no confirmation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever in Muskogee, be sure to stop by. Johnny, thank you so much for taking some time with us. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Second Act Escapes. Until next time, enjoy living your retirement outside the box.